This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, the new public transport system launches in Queenstown with free bus rides and a few first-day teething problems. We take a look at the future stars of fashion design at the Otago Polytechnic's end-of-year fashion show. And a Southland church prepares to hold its last service. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. Queenstown's new public transport system Orbis launched yesterday with organisers offering free go-cards and free bus rides. Service operators, however, had to deal with some first-day teething problems. Mina Amso reports.
Free cupcakes, free coffee and a free ride. A rather sweet start to the week for some catching the bus into downtown Queenstown. After months of waiting, passengers were finally able to get on board the new all-bus service yesterday morning.
I think it's good. I think it's really good. Yeah. It's just a bit confusing for like the whole like go-kart and stuff because we had our own one from our school.
Are you catching the bus to where?
Arrowtown.
And you've been waiting for a long time, or?
Yes.
How long have you been waiting for?
Very patient, I think. I hope.
Bus broke down.
An hour? At least an hour.
Was it full?
No, it was almost empty, unfortunately.
Okay, but it was running on time.
The new all-bus service features an expanded network, more frequent buses and a $2 one-way flat rate to travel anywhere in the Lake Wakatipu system. It's a joint initiative between the Queenstown Lakes District Council, the Otago Regional Council in an effort to reduce traffic congestion in the resort. At the launch earlier yesterday, Queenstown Mayor Jim Bolt told the audience about his 6 a.m. bus ride from Arrowtown.
On the bus this morning, I sat there, read some emails, read the news, free Wi-Fi, looked out the window, saw the views, saw some stuff I hadn't seen before, saw some weeds that we need to get rid of.
However, the Ritchie's operated service had a few teething problems, with reports of late buses, breakdowns and new drivers who did not know the route.
Those issues will be ironed out on next week and it'll only get better from here.
A number of bus drivers have been flown to Queenstown from Invercargill, Dunedin and parts of the North Island to fill a bus driver shortage.
To make sure that they can have them here over this week, and some of them will be here a bit longer as well.
I normally walk to work and I'm going to take the bus if I'm running late or it's raining.
Free go-cards and bus rides will be available all this week. The new service will be funded by rates, central government and hiked parking charges in Queenstown. Mina Amso, The South Today.
Otago Regional Council Chairman Stephen Woodhead has announced the appointment of Sarah Gardner to the position of Chief Executive of the Otago Regional Council. Woodhead says Sarah Gardner will start on the 29th of January 2018. He says Ms Gardner is currently the Executive Director, Waste and Resource Recovery for the New South Wales Environment Protection Authority. Sarah Gardner says she is delighted to have been appointed and looks forward to relocating to Otago in the new year. Otago Polytechnic's end-of-year fashion show on Friday included designs from Shanghai, while third-year Bachelor of Design student Katerina Strapper was presented with a World Fashion internship.
The Otago Polytechnic end-of-year fashion show presented a range of designs by bachelor and graduate diploma students. World Clothing's Denise Lestrange Corbet awarded an 8-week internship, including a $5,000 stipend to Katerina Strapper.
Lots of work, lots of stress. It's been worth it though. Amazing, so overwhelmed. I didn't expect it, so I'm just so happy.
This year's show, called Collections, also showcased the work of design students from the Shanghai University of Engineering Science as part of the Shanghai Dunedin Sister City Fashion Communication Project.
So one of the highlights this year was the World Scholarship. This is the second year that World and the Newmarket Business Association have sponsored a student for an internship, $5,000, fantastic. So I know it was really hard for Denise to choose, really, really difficult. So she met with some of the students beforehand and they were so nervous.
Well, the students have to send in pictures of their work and then they also have to send a blurb. But I just do everything on site. I like I don't need to read the words, I need to see the imagery, and that's really what stands out. And then I pick who I think did the best collection, and then I read what they have to say as well. And then today I also met with them because I really wanted to make sure that I picked the right person, because it was quite difficult.
The Shanghai delegation included event organiser Madame Zhou, who presented Otago Polytechnic fashion design graduate Ariana Bray with her second place prize in the recent China Cup for her honours fashion collection. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
The New Zealand Transport Agency is inviting the community to have their say on ways to improve safety on State Highway 1 between Mulskiel and Balclutha. Transport Agency System Manager Graham Hull says they will be at South Otago and Tokamura AMP shows to share information on possible improvements and to get feedback. Hull says 10 years to the end of 2015, 12 people were killed and 66 were seriously injured on the road. He says they are keen to hear from the public. Safety improvements to State Highway 1 between Mulskiel and Balclutha are part of the $600 million Safe Roads and Roadsides program for reducing deaths and serious injuries on high-risk rural highways. A Southland church will hold its last service later this month. Thornbury Presbyterian Church, 10 kilometres northeast of Riverton, is due to be demolished as maintenance issues grow and the number of church-goers declines.
When maintenance issues threatened the future of the church in the 1980s, the community rallied round to ensure its survival, rebuilding the church from its original materials. Now, 36 years on, the church is again threatened with closure, but this time there's no one there to help.
The same story, maintenance again, yes. It's our new old building is badly in need of repairs. And of course we don't have a lot of money and we don't have a lot of people, so we reluctantly decided that we would close.
The church was established in 1878 and moved to its current location in 1903. Horrell says the decision to close the church was not taken lightly, as her family's connections with the church spans generations.
I've been coming here all my life. I was born in this district in Thornbury and I was baptised here, married here, and I've been coming to church here for all of that time, and the generations before me of my family have been coming to this church.
The parish has organised a final farewell for the church and is inviting anyone who has been involved in its long history.
The 26th of November we're having a final service. We've invited ex-parishioners and friends of Thornbury, and we hope it won't be too sad an occasion.
In future, Thornbury parishioners will attend the Isla Bank and Waimatuk churches. A date has not yet been set for the demolition. Sharon Rees, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, it's bad news for Gibbston summer concert goers in January as one of the main music acts pulls out, and patchwork quilt lovers are in for a treat in Geraldine.
For all your news from the southern regions as it happens, go to our Facebook page. The South Today, connecting you with your community thanks to New Zealand On Air.
My Els and I just love coming to Alex Campbell's. That's my favourite shop. I always get good value here, and good boys really deserve good brands and good quality. Look at these tees. Local beaches on some of them too. This is only for the good boys, the old boys, the young boys. What about some bright shorts for the boys? Excellent.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
At the Otago SPCA, our role is to make sure that all animals in Dunedin and the Otago region are being looked after properly. Otago SPCA offer a haven for animals in need and adoption opportunities for the community. We appreciate your interest and support. For help and advice, we're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you have any concerns, give us a call.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillian's know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillian's will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillian's, caring for families in our communities since 1962.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects, from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
They're part of the family, and like us, their health begins with what they eat too. So give them Radical Dog, made in New Zealand from all natural ingredients and real tart cherries, so it's high in antioxidants. It's a 3-in-1 superfood, giving them energy, flexibility and a healthy coat. With no fillers or nasty preservatives, they love them. It's the treat that can work wonders on every dog, no matter what their breed, age or health. Radical Dog, the new generation in dog food.
While you're relaxing this holiday season, Ready Lawn is available to help you with your lawn needs, big or small. We work so you don't have to. Call Ready Lawn today.
University of Otago. Usually the atmosphere is charged with the energy of student life. But this week is the week before exams.
Hey, Dane. Not now, man. I'm panicking. Come on, mate. I know just what you need. In here? No. Is this it? No. This is the place to ease your stress.
Hey, Tane. Fancy a little cuddle?
Oh, help! Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician, for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
Motor Trade Finance proudly brings you Rural Delivery. A look at the places and faces behind New Zealand agriculture. Tuesday evenings 8:30, repeating Saturday morning at 8 and Sunday afternoons 4:30.
Welcome back. Fans of American recording artist George Thorogood and the Destroyers may be disappointed to hear the musician isn't coming to New Zealand. Veteran blues rocker Thorogood has pulled out of the Gibston Summer Concert in January. Promoters for the American blues rock legend say a family illness has prevented him touring New Zealand. Alanis Morissette and Colin Hay of Men of Work fame are still scheduled to perform at Gibston. Last week saw thousands of visitors flock to a display of patchwork quilts in Geraldine. The South Today took a look.
For about 3 decades, the annual Geraldine Arts and Plants Festival has included a display of patchwork quilts. This year's exhibition included clothes for dolls, a live display of quilting, plus a lavish quilt designed to neatly adorn a Morris Minor. Maureen Booth of the Geraldine Patchwork and Crafts Group said that making a large quilt was not a fast process.
It takes hours and hours to do. You're probably looking at a month's work every day, basically.
Over 50 quilts were present, all of which were new and being exhibited for the first time. Booth said this annual exhibition has grown from small beginnings 30 years ago.
When we started out in the late 1980s, we could only fill one table, and now we can fill a hall, so it's brilliant.
Geraldine's Arts and Plants Festival is now over, but doubtless the quilt makers will soon be busy creating exhibits for next year's show. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
Some cell phone users can expect a text with an unusual sound this Sunday between 6 and 7 p.m. The text will be from the Ministry for Civil Defence, which is testing a new national alert system designed to be used during emergencies. But as Mina Amso explains, not everyone will get the text.
If you are with Spark, Vodafone or 2 Degrees, if your cell phone is switched on and if you're in cell phone range, And if your cell phone is capable of receiving emergency mobile alerts, then you should receive a distinctive alarm sound with a text message sometime between 6 and 7 o'clock on Sunday evening. It will be the Ministry for Civil Defence with a text message. Public Information Manager for Emergency Management Otago, Michelle Paul, says the new system was created as a result of last year's earthquakes in Kaikoura and the confusion with whether a tsunami alert had been activated.
If you're in reach of a cell tower and your phone is capable of receiving the alerts, you'll receive them as long as your phone's not off or in flight mode.
However, she says road closures or low-level floods are not emergencies where the system would be used.
There's a small number of agencies that are allowed to send out the alerts. There's Civil Defence, the Police, the Fire, Ministry of Primary Industries and the Ministry of Health.
The alert would be sent in times of threat to life, health or property.
In Queenstown, I anticipate that if there was a landslide that was developing that was threatening property, or a fire in the red zone, which is all the wooded area above Queenstown, I think it's very likely we would be sending out an alert for that.
The text will tell you information about what the threat is and what you should do about it. For example, if it's a water contamination situation, it will tell you to boil drinking water. Cell phone users are being advised to check civildefence.govt.nz to see if their phone is capable of receiving emergency texts. Individuals without a cell phone enabled to receive the alert are advised to check news media, local radio and social media in the event of an emergency. Mina Amso, The South Today.
After the break on The South Today, we catch up with bowling action in Gore and we have tomorrow's weather for you.
For 3 generations, the Kilpatrick family have ensured Jimmy's pies are still world famous in the South Island. Made to an old family recipe, Jimmy's pies have been one of New Zealand's traditional takeaway foods, prepared daily on the premises alongside a range of savouries, sausage rolls and cakes. Jimmy's pies are distributed throughout the lower South Island. Jimmy's pies are sure to satisfy your travelling munchies.
My Els and I just love coming to Alex Campbell's. That's my favourite shop. I always get good value here, and good boys really deserve good brands and good quality. Look at these tees. Local beaches on some of them too. This is only for the good boys, the old boys, the young boys. What about some bright shorts for the boys? Excellent.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillians know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillians will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillians, caring for families in our communities since 1962.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
At the Otago SPCA, our role is to make sure that all animals in Dunedin and the Otago region are being looked after properly. Otago SPCA offer a haven for animals in need and adoption opportunities for the community. We appreciate your interest and support. For help and advice, we're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you have any concerns, give us a call.
Oh, help! Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent. And where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
While you're relaxing this holiday season, Ready Lawn is available to help you with your lawn needs, big or small. We work so you don't have to. Call Ready Lawn today.
They're part of the family, and like us, their health begins with what they eat too. So give them Radical Dog, made in New Zealand from all natural ingredients and real tart cherries, so it's high in antioxidants. It's a 3-in-1 superfood, giving them energy, flexibility and a healthy coat. With no fillers or nasty preservatives, they love them. It's the treat that can work wonders on every dog, no matter what their breed, age or health. Radical Dog, the new generation in dog food.
Loss of collagen is the reason for those fine lines and wrinkles. Silberhorn's Collagen Plus naturally supports your collagen levels, giving you younger, firmer looking skin, healthier, shinier hair and stronger nails. Joints, tendons, ligaments and cartilage all benefit from healthy collagen levels, the very foundation of structural health. Support collagen levels naturally with Collagen Plus by Silberhorn. Be quick, buy one now and get a second pack half price. Call now 0800 502 402.
Thanks for staying with us. Last week saw a bowling tournament being held in Gore. The South Today bowled up to the green.
The mixed pairs tournament at the Gore Bowling Club started the week on a roll. However, the tournament was set out a bit differently than lawn bowls are normally played around here. For those that know about lawn bowls, the first game has 4 bowls, 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. The next has 3 bowls each, followed by 3 bowls with a lead and 2 for the skip, and in the final round each bowler will have 2 bowls each. Convener Bill Crawford said the idea came from an overseas trip.
We picked up the idea when we were over in Australia one time, and it went quite well the first time we used it, so we've had it now for 5 or 6 years.
Crawford said the fine weather helped make it a good day.
Weather's very nice at the moment. It was a wee bit cooler this morning to start with, but it's come out quite nice.
Channel 39 covers lawn bowls from around the Dunedin area in the program Rub of the Green, as both a television broadcast as well as on YouTube. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
New Zealand's largest A&P show was held in Christchurch last week at Canterbury Agricultural Park in Wigram. The South Today took a look.
As can be expected, there were plenty of livestock on display at the annual Canterbury A&P show this year. These rugged little ponies were introduced to Iceland by Vikings about 1,000 years ago and have lived there in relative isolation. Only around 180 Icelandic horses live in New Zealand, many having been bred by Inga Curry of Christchurch Icelandic Horse Treks.
Icelandic horses are very unique because they are small, they're pony size, but adults can ride them as well. They have different gaits than other horses. They have an additional gait called tilt, which is like a running walk. It's the speed of a trot, but very comfy to sit. And they can also do a flying pace. And they are very calm horses, not very spooky. And yeah, they're just really cool characters.
We have probably all been guilty of throwing away food after forgetting to freeze bread or to use up fresh vegetables, and eco-educator Leslie Ottey was there to help people avoid wastage in the future.
So New Zealand has a problem. We throw away good food in families that should have been eaten, and it's $872 million worth in 1 year. Absolutely obscenely appalling. So it's the whole apples, it's the half a chicken, it's the loaf of bread that didn't make the freezer, and it works out at $563 per family on average per year that should have been eaten.
No A&P show is complete without livestock judging, and Ohoka-based dairy breeder Peter Sheriff was very pleased when his animal won Supreme Champion Dairy Cow. He feels the industry needs to shift to fewer, more efficient animals.
We produce around about 700 kilos of milk solids per cow. We're very into our breeding program, all pedigree cows. We're very interested in high production and high type, and we think that's the way New Zealand's going to have to go in the future with lowering our nutrient leaching. We can increase our production per cow and lower the cow numbers.
This year's Canterbury A&P show was the 155th and was visited by an estimated 100,000 people over 3 days. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on The South Today. Queenstown's new public transport system Orbis launched yesterday with organisers offering free go-cards and free bus rides. Otago Polytechnic's end-of-year fashion show included designs from Shanghai, and a third-year fashion student was presented with a World Fashion Internship. And Thornbury Presbyterian Church is due to be demolished as maintenance issues grow and the number of churchgoers declines. And now look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome Craig Page, what have you got for us in tomorrow's ODT?
Good evening, plenty of reading again for a Wednesday. We're having a look at the Sammy's nightclub. The council had a hearing today and voted to progress development with that site. They purchased the leasehold on the venue earlier this year and went out for public discussion on what they should possibly do with it. 200 odd people responded, and 87% of those believe they should retain the building for future use, such as a performing arts centre, maybe a concert venue or arts and cultural space. It comes with its problems, of course, because it does need earthquake strengthening, it needs some work on fire safety as well, new facade as well. So there's plenty of money to be spent there by the council, but and now they're off to do some reports onto what that will cost before they can take their next step. But certainly some positive steps for that Sammy's nightclub.
Well worth keeping a Dunedin institution like that too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's 121 years old, so it's certainly part of Dunedin and needs to be restored and kept here.
Yeah.
We also had a look at the new Tahura Science Centre, which is part of Discovery World redevelopment. 4 years in the making, 5 months redevelopment, and due to open next month. So pretty exciting. There's 45 new hands-on science interactive displays there. The refreshed tropical forest, and something also that'll excite people is some giant stick insects, which will feature in tomorrow's paper as well, so they're worth a look.
Sounds fantastic. Lovely. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's weather. Thank you, Craig.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Silverhorn Collagen Plus.
Starting with the view of St Clair Beach. Looking at the situation, inland can expect a long spell of mostly fine weather with clear skies and warm temperatures, and only scattered cloud with sea breezes near the coast. Looking at the southern outlook, Balclutha, Gore and Lumsden can look forward to light winds, fine weather and 19, pretty much the same for the Catlins, but a shade cooler at 18. Westwards to central it's light winds, fine weather in central. Also Alexandra Light enjoys a warm 24, 22 for Wanaka, Queenstown at 21 and TR now fractionally cooler at 19. Travelling up northwards, we find Oamaru and Timaru experiencing light easterlies, fine weather and 17 and 18 degrees. Omarama and Twice were the same but 22. Here in Dunedin tonight, fine and cool with an overnight low of 5 degrees. Tomorrow it's sunny and milder with light northeasterly winds, 17 and 5. And on Thursday, fine with sunny periods and scattered cloud by the day, mild to light northeasterlies, 18 and 5. And in Invercargill tonight, fine and cool with an overnight low of 3. Tomorrow, fine and sunny, 18 and 5. And the same on Thursday with 19 and 5. And that wraps up Tuesday's edition of The South Today. For the latest news from our team, you can follow us on Facebook and at channel39.co.nz. I hope you all have a great evening. Take care. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.